No mai, haere mai, taute mai rā, nā kana o nā hoe whae, ke ana ki te taumata me nā tohu matarake e. No mai, taute mai rā. Haere mai rā, I runga I te rangi mari e me te aroha e.
Ai, me noho tātou, please be seated. Ko te tangi a te pipi wharauroa, kuwi, whiti whiti ora. Whiti ki runga, whiti ki raro, whiti ki te whae au ki te ao marama ti hei mauri ora. Tēnā koutou nau mai haere mai. I tēnei wā, ka tū ngā mihi ki o tātou tini aitua. Ko haere atu rā ki tua te ārei. Nō reira ki a rātou. Haere, haere. Noho mai rā te rangi Māori, ka huri au ki te ao tangata nei ki mātou. Nō reira, tēnā koutou katoa. Ngā manuhiri tuarangi, ngā kōtuku rerenga tahi, haere mai I rungi te kāranga ai einei kaikaranga, haere mai I rungi te kāranga a ngā maunga e tuana ki Utah, kura tāwhiti. Haere mai I rungi te kāranga a ahu Pātiki. Ngā maunga katoa me ngā awa e rere atu rā ki te tai o Mahanui, haere mai, nau mai, nau mai. Tēnā koutou ngā whanaunga me ngā iwi katoa nō rongi te ika a Māui, nau mai ki ngā Pākihi whakatekateka o Waitaha. Ka huri au ki ngā tauira kei raro, koutou katoa, ngā mihi no tēnei taha ki o koutou, mō tō mahi whakahira I tēnei rā te pōtaitanga mō koutou. Nō reira, piki te ora, piki te kaha, piki te māramatanga, me huri au ki te reo Pākehā. Tēnā koutou, greetings to everyone, and it's a privilege to stand here on behalf of Ngāi Tahu and with the University of Canterbury to welcome everyone to this graduation day for the students. We always acknowledge those who have passed before us and the tragedies that we've had this year. So, to all of those, we ask them to depart and acknowledge them. But in doing that, we always turn to Te Ao Hurihuri me Te Ao Marama, the World of Light. So, to all of our international visitors who have come here today to support their families below, welcome, and we welcome you on behalf of our ancestors, which are the mountains and the rivers that stand inland, so welcome. And to all of those who have come from the North Island and other parts of the South Island, and Stewart Island, Chatham Islands, welcome to Canterbury. Our tribe welcomes you. The University of Canterbury welcomes you. And we acknowledge the support that the families have given to our students seated before us. So to all the students, from everyone, from Ngāi Tahu, from the Canterbury Runanga, the Canterbury tribes, the people of Tuahiwi, congratulations, piki te ora, piki te kaha, piki te māramatanga.
Manu tiria, manu tiria, manu tiria, ki te oho kato rere, kato mai te ruhi, e tau e koia. Koia, koia, ko tarariki ki mai Maui, e hara I te petu, e toru e tau e koia. Koia.
Thank you. Piki te ora, piki te kaha, piki te māramatanga. Tēnā koutou katoa.
I welcome you to the University of Canterbury and invite all present to stand, remove trenchers, and join in both the Maori and English versions of the first verse of the national anthem as in your program and as displayed on the screens behind me. Please be seated. Ka tangi te titi, ka tangi te kaka, ka tangi hoki aho, ti hei moriora. Ro rangatirama, no mai, piki mai, haere mai, ki te whare wānanga o Waitaha. No reira, tēnā koutou, kia ora tato katoa. It is a pleasure for me to welcome you to this University of Canterbury graduation ceremony as I look ahead to serving another year as your Chancellor. I can report that the university is in great heart. After the worst that nature threw at us in 2010 and 2011, for the second year running, the university has delivered a full year of teaching and research. It is graduating our students in record numbers. Work on remediation of key buildings and further development projects is proceeding apace over the summer break, and there are indications, positive indications, about enrolments for the new term as far as both domestic and international students are concerned. We are particularly pleased that a fortnight ago, after many months of intensive engagement and preparation of our business case, UC Futures, the government announced its support for the University of Canterbury as a world-class university and its preparedness to invest in our strategic development plans. This is a time for celebration and congratulation to our graduands. It is a time to acknowledge their talents, their commitment to the goals they set themselves, and the disciplines they imposed upon themselves, in many cases years ago. This is the time to celebrate not only their hard work, but also their resilience, because a university qualification does not come easy. This is an occasion our graduands will remember for the rest of their lives. I hope they will remind themselves from time to time, not just of today's triumphs, but also of the setbacks, disappointments, and doubts they had to overcome to be here, ready to graduate today. Our great admiration goes out to those graduands who found ways to manage the challenges of our everyday environment here in Canterbury, but also the competing demands of study, family life, and a working career. We especially acknowledge those for whom university once seemed a daunting prospect, something out of reach because of a disability, because they had tried once and failed, because they had not studied for many years, because English was not their first language, or simply because they were the first in the generations of their family down all the centuries to have both the desire and the opportunity to go to university. I was one of those, and I know that many of you are too. It is a time as well to acknowledge and thank the two most important contributors to the success of our graduands, the university faculty, those lecturers, tutors, and support staff who gave so freely of their knowledge and time, and those family members, whānau, friends, who have supported those graduating today. They offered practical help and encouragement in times of stress and doubt. They became a critical part of your eventual success. Let us note as a nation and as a community how much we will benefit from the success of our graduands. They will contribute knowledge of the latest developments and research in their fields. They will take with them the ability to think on a higher intellectual plane. And as they depart, they leave us with the electric charge of success, which is so critical to the reinvention and reinvigoration of the university. Many will become leaders in their professions. All will work in the service of humanity. Many will go beyond our shores. I know that wherever they choose to work and settle, they will use their new skills to contribute to the making of a better world. Wherever they live and work, today's graduates will become University of Canterbury alumni. They will remain family and become part of a worldwide community of scholars, well in excess of 100,000 strong, and members of a global supportive network. We look forward to maintaining contact with them and welcoming them back home from wherever they are for the rest of their lives. It is time now for me to say the formal words that trigger under law the highlight of our celebration. I pronounced them at a private family ceremony for a sadly deceased graduate of ours last week, and I now pronounce them to you in an open forum. And as each of our graduands comes forward, let us call to mind their work, their commitment, and the determination that has led to this, their special moment. I now convene a ceremony of the University of Canterbury for the conferment of degrees and the receipt of diplomas. In the name of the University of Canterbury, I, Lionel John Wood, Chancellor, now confer degrees in this university upon those who are about to be presented. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Rod Carr, to introduce those who will present the graduands.
I call upon the Dean of Postgraduate Research, Professor Lucy Johnson, to present the doctoral graduands.
Sir, I have the honour to present these graduands for the conferment of degrees. Doctors of Philosophy, Karen Louise Carson in education. Josephine Florence Fletcher in education. Monica Elizabeth Gowan in health sciences. Jennifer Margaret Hinden Miller in education. Sonia Lee McFarlane in education. Samantha Vijitensni Damapala Nana Ikara in education. April Lillian Perry in higher education.
I call upon the Associate Dean, responsible for postgraduate studies in the College of Education, Professor Yaninka Greenwood, to present the graduands in the College of Education.
Sir, I have the honour to present these graduates for the conferment of degrees and receipt of diplomas and certificates. Masters of Education with First Class Honours. Muhammad Shafayet Alum. Lakshmi Shelopan. Helen Patricia Fohe. Glenn File. Rebecca Yvette Sasha Hinden Miller. Jennifer Lee Mackenzie. Tracy Jane Mitchell. Mola Muhammad Haroon Rashid. Mary Angela Toombs. Alison Margaret Warren. Penelope Alexia Zaka. Masters of Education with Second Class Honours, Division 1. William Scott Colley. Kirsty Ann Saxon. Masters of Education with Second Class Honours, Division 2. Jan Marie Kershaw. Cynthia Marie Kruya. Julie Ray Lovegrove. Matthew James Truman. Emily Luce Allam. Master of Teaching and Learning with distinction, Melissa Lynette Fenton. Master of Teaching and Learning, Alicia Margaret Klomp. Postgraduate diplomas in education with distinction, Deborah Marie Donaldson. Michael James Langdon. Leslie Ann McLaughlin. Terence Patrick O'Brien. Te Haere Joseph Sterling. Kate Elizabeth Wills. Postgraduate diplomas in education, Lindsay Alex Rose Douglas. Bruce Roger Ellison. Pauline Ann Grogan. Rachel Eleanor King. Megan Jane McCartan. Samantha Rose Tamara McCruddy. Sharon Panya Puhiwahine Melrose. Vanessa Tracy Pauly. Heidi Jane Roberts. Deborah Louise Whitburn-Hooft. Postgraduate diplomas in specialist teaching with distinction, Mary Leanne Clay. Helen Mary Hawkins. Gillian Marie Meikle. Carrie Lee Nabi. Gaynor Margaret Rogers. Joanne Elizabeth Sandford. Josephine Lee Sturgeon. Linda Ann Williams. Postgraduate diplomas in specialist teaching, Lisa Jane Law. Nirvana Corrine May. Fiona Ann Moffat. Louise Claire Rain. Irene Keita Rotich. Postgraduate diplomas in health sciences with distinction, Burer Iftikhar Abdul Aziz Elawati. Louise Mary Matson. Reka Prabhakaran. Postgraduate Diploma in Health Sciences with Merit, Michael Francis Bronland. Postgraduate Diploma in Health Sciences, Seepa Fauso Noa. Postgraduate Certificates in Palliative Care, Eva Marie Caminong Braggett. Mavis Kamuta. Bachelor of Teaching and Learning with First Class Honours, Anthony Craig Roberts. Bachelor of Teaching and Learning with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Samantha Lana Ryan. Bachelors of Teaching and Learning with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Chelsea Jacqueline Edmonston. Rebecca Sue Pratt. Bachelor of Teaching and Learning with Third Class Honours, Ashley Louise Masters. Bachelors of Teaching and Learning, Primary, Nicole Caitlin Allchurch. Rosemary Louise Allum. Chelsea Anna Atkinson. Simon Thomas Baker. Reese Darren Barnard. Philippa Kate Barrett. Jennifer Queenie Barrow. Michelle Ann Baskerville. Rachel Louise Batchelor. Madeline Grace Bowler. Amy Jane Bradshaw. Evadina May Brinkman. Jennifer Nicole Broadbelt. Samara Rose Brown. Belinda Elizabeth Buchanan. Rebecca Jean Burgess. Olivia Chloe Burt. Caitlin Emma Bootle. Libby May Calder. Mary Victoria Cameron. Sean Carson. Rachel Jane Cooper. Rebecca Joy Cooper. Simon Greg Crawford. Sophie Leon Crawford. Katie Ella Kura. Suzanne Elizabeth Cuthbertson. Sarah Elizabeth Kuthel. Kirsty Ann Deere. William Grant Dupree. Louise Elizabeth Devlin. Rosanna Lynn Doherty. Anna Helen Driscoll. Patrick Murray Duffin. Anna Elizabeth Duncan. Elaine J. Edwards. Maggie May Enright. Leanne Barbara Evans. Susanna Averse. Terehia Alofa Faithful. Cassie Marshai Ferguson. Rachel Mary Fittle. Megan Jane Fraser. Jared Daniel Fretwell. Sarah Jane Galeardi. Jason Bruce Galland. Charlotte Emily Gardner. Alice Elizabeth Gibson. Emma Frances Green. Alicia Vera Griffian. Emma May Greenway. Kirsten Evelyn Jean Ham. Dorinda Ann Hampton. Annie Elizabeth Hawker. Hilary Ann Hawker. Fiona Haythorne Thwaite. Dinetta May Hebert. Nicola Stacey Hebert. Jessica K. Hobbs. Jenny Victoria Holden. Moira Jean Hughes. William Barry John Hoo-Hoo. Victoria Kathleen Hurley. Sarah Christina Hines. Rihanna Kylie Instone. Chelsea Ann Jenkins. Justin John Jenkins. Braden Christopher Johnson. Angela Jane Jones. Shani Anna Kororia Henry. Suzanne Mary Kelleher. Emma Marie Kelly. Liana Renee Carey. Jessica Dana Klassen. Amy Louise Lake. Natasha Marie Lawrence. Emily Rachel Leggett. Kendra Margaret Grace Leggett. Nicola Jane Lotz. Michaela Victoria Luxton. Carla Ann Mackey. Amber Kate McLaughlin. Lillian Rose Maguire. Jason Teharawira Marsden. Anna Jane Matson. Bridget Lydia McCall. Rebecca Kate McClymont. Kirsty Elizabeth McDonald. Surin Lee McGrory. Cara Lee Jane McLeod. Julia Elizabeth McLeod. Charlotte Elizabeth Meo. Charlotte Elise Millman. Paul Richard Morehu. Patricia Grace O'Connor. Vanessa Jane Oldham. Alana Barbara O'Neill. Hayley Charlotte O'Neill. Holly Elizabeth O'Rourke. Sarah Ashley Orr. Sophia Osborne. Rachel Ann Parsons. Samantha Lucy Priccolo. Kane Tane Puller. Kieran Trevor Allen Ray. Rachel Alice Richards. Chloe Leanne Richies. Cassandra Lee Robb. Catherine Elizabeth Robertson. Gail Lynette Roger. Deborah Rosewarne. Renee Ann Rowlands. Amelia Juanita Mahana Danielle Rule. Erin Therese Saunders. Gina Maria Schroeder. Kate Elizabeth Shannon. Helen Mary Simons. Amy Louise Sinclair. Rebecca Ann Smith. Rebecca Jane Smith. Litia Soli. Nicola Helen Spence. Emily Claire Stevens. Danielle Haley Stewart. Gemma Ruth Stopforth. Thomas Ross Straker. Stephanie Marie Stewart. Aaron Tipene Tamepo. Yvonne Ewan. Oh, wait. I'll call you again. Just wait, yeah. Yvonne Ewan Tingsi. Elena May Tubb. Rebecca Mary Turner. Sophie Siobhan Usher. Laura Jane Van Schuten. Mandy Carey Veza. Tammy Rosalie Wakelin. Megan Alma Walker. Rachel Walker. Paul Michael Ward. Philippa Louise Warwick. Lauren Rochelle Watts. Liana Welsh. Rebecca Ellen Wilkes. Lynette Rachel Williamson. Charlotte Alice Wilson. Claire Marie Wilton. Alice Elizabeth Winter. Lauren Jane Wiseman. Colin Maxwell Wood. Patricia Fiona Wood. Tiffany Aroha Woodley. Colleen Wendy Wright.
Our musical performance this morning will be by the university's The Erskine Singers. They were formed in 2008, originally as a singing group based in the Maths and Computer Science building, the Erskine Building. They've grown in size, especially over the last couple of years, to include staff and students from all across campus. Their director is Professor Jan Evans Freeman, who used to direct the University Choir in Manchester prior to joining the University of Canterbury as Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Engineering. At their performances, the choir sing a mixture of well-known songs and other material from around the world. The only criterion is that all songs chosen are at least in 4-part harmony. They're accompanied in the performance by George Buchanan, himself a UC undergraduate who is studying towards a Bachelor of Music, but also studying towards a Bachelor of Engineering in Mechatronics and a BSc in Astrophysics. Now, they're going to perform 2 pieces this morning. The first is entitled Rule the World and was written by the English band Take That, led by singer-songwriter Gary Barlow, OBE. The song was, as you know, an instant hit and has been subsequently performed by the band at major charity events, most recently during the closing ceremony of the Olympic Games in London. It is also fast becoming a favourite in various arrangements in choir competitions around the world. The second piece is You'll Never Walk Alone, from the 1945 Rodgers and Hammerstein musical Carousel. In fact, the song was performed twice during that musical, the second time, and fittingly, as an inspirational song sung at graduation ceremony at the end of the performance. The song has since been recorded by singers and groups as diverse as Judy Garland, opera star Renee Fleming, and Pink Floyd. The 4-part version being sung today has been arranged by Johnny Mann. Would you please welcome the Erskine Singers?
So bright to remind me
I now call upon the Deputy Pro-Vice Chancellor of the College of Education, who was also the Associate Dean of the Faculty Education, who's also a member of the Erskine Singers, Associate Professor Lindsay Connor, to present the graduands in the Faculty of Education.
Sir, I have the honour to present these graduands for the conferment of degrees and for the receipt of diplomas and certificates. For the Bachelor of Teaching and Learning, Early Childhood and Certificate in Learning Support, Karen Louise Farrier. Bachelor of Teaching and Learning, Early Childhood, Jasmine Dawn Adam. Sophie Marie Anderson. Rachel Sarah Badger. Annabelle Jane Bain. Sharon Evelyn Beaumont. Lindsay Ruth Ballette. Joanne Catherine Burke. Erin Aliyah Joy Bradley. Kathy Marie Brown. Shirini Amy Brown. Louise Jane Browning. Sasha Abigail Bruce. Caroline Rosemary Bryant. Susanna Neal Bryant. Jessica April Buchanan. Hannah Elizabeth Burgess. Sherelle Elizabeth Butters. Monique Elise Cansdale. Rebecca Chelsea Carr. Ruth Ann Corkwell. Ara Cho. Melissa Jane Clough. Melinda Jane Coles. Kirsten Lee Coppin. Nicola Lauren Cottle. Kushia Brooke Dargan. Fidelma Mary Rose Digan. Louise Elizabeth Dempsey, Lambertus Patrick Dunawind. Rachel Janine Dowdle. Laura Elizabeth Dunlop. Sophie Claire Ida Ennison. Ruth Alexa Evenden. Sarah Mary Louise Flint. Hayley Teresa Mary Flores. Emma Louise Forbes. Samantha Christine Fowler. Amy Josephine Gillespie. Jenna Renee Grant. Cindy Gregg. Ashley Tennille Geeton Natai. Leanne Mary Herrick. Kayla Louise Hines. Bonnie Olivia Hopping. Tracy Laura Hunter. Chilla Caitlin Who's Air Day. Sarah Ann Ibbotson. Catherine Blair Jeffcoat. Megan Jane Jones. Katrina Elaine Joseph. Lita Joy. Philippa Gabriella Kelleher. Kimberly Marie Cadet. Kristen Emma Kirscher. Suvimon Lawana. Jaslyn Teiroriwa Billy Leonard. Kerry Ann Logan. Michelle Winsome Ludecker. Kirsty K. Luke. Hazel Lee Mackenzie. Claire Elizabeth Marshall. Nicole Suzanne Martin. Katie Ann Matheson. Sian Louise Agnes McCarthy. Amy Laura McCracken. Belinda Lee Beaumont McGowan. Lisa Beth McKenzie. Paula Rochelle McPhail. Alicia Renee Mitchell. Marie Karen Moore. Catherine Ann Morton. Nicole Amy Neal. Sunday Hoi Wa Ning. Michelle Kelly Nolan. Liesl Ann O'Flaherty. Angelica Louise Oliver Maxwell. Fern Margaret Osborne. Abby Megan Palmer. Amanda Joanne Pang. Jill Peters. Lisa K. Phillips. Caitlin Rose Piercy. Felicia Ilangitele Tuniela Pio. Jessica Elizabeth Proudman. Holly Anna Pugh. Ria Naomi Randall. Susan Amanda Reed. Laura Christina Richards. Paula Rogers. Ursula Joanna Selzer. Farm of Soa Sefai. Kate Elizabeth Saunders. Catherine Claire Sill. Alice Sarah Shadbolt. Deborah Rose Smith. Roswin Helene Ann Smith. Imogene Barbara Snee. Sarah Ann Stark. Shona Marie Stewart. Tracy Marie Summerton. Tiffany Nicole Taylor. Jocelyn Mary Thorpe. Rose Elizabeth Hunt Tyndall. Sarah Louise Todd. Heather Ellen Valentine. Laura Faye War. Catherine Rose Weavers. Nicola Christine West. Megan Melanie Whiffen. Anita Carol Williamson. Zuna Serena Wong. Yvonne Michelle Wright. Yang Mi Yang. Bachelors of Education and Graduate Diploma in Teaching and Learning Secondary. Emma Louise Baker. Julian Lee Brougham. Daniel James Challenger. Amber Colleen Tamara Cleary. Rachel Joy Cleghorn. Olivia Rose Cody. Brendan Richard Ferguson. Courtney Cherie Flay. Nicole Ann Flower. Chloe Marie Fodden. Rebecca Alice Frew. Simon Lawrence Ganaway. Matthew Hoani Grace. Adam John Hurd. Rebecca Casey Johnson. Rata Jane Marshall Bullard. Bridget Rose Martin. Amy Elizabeth Mitchell. Bradley James Norris. Hannah Patricia Oliver. Daniel Thomas O'Reilly. Juliana Maria Lucia Petronelli. Roxanne Danielle Pitchford. Stephanie Ruth Post. Victoria Catherine Harvey Prendergast. Willem Jack Richards. Kristalina Melissa Roberts. Kurt James Rooney. Caitlin Elizabeth Ross. Samantha Lee Schrader. Sarah Michelle Southern. Nicole Catherine Speckman. Charlotte Olivia Ismay Thomas Kirscher. Lydia Pam Thurston Redpath. Melissa Jane Waite. Katrina Alice Wards. Hannah Rose White. Bachelors of Sports Coaching, Kate Marie Davey. Andrew David Doak. Natalie Ann Donovan. Andrew Edward Gibson. Christopher Philip Gunkel. Thomas Tuatahi Ruawai Hamilton. Richard Thomas Harris. Reuben Edward Corey. Shane Andrew Rose. Graduate Diploma in Teaching and Learning Secondary and Master of Arts with Merit, Danielle Marie Devereaux. Graduate Diploma in Teaching and Learning Secondary and Bachelor of Arts, Nadia Kathleen Matson. Claire Therese Morris. Afor Tanu Patiole. Graduate Diploma in Teaching and Learning Secondary and Bachelor of Science, Matthias Wayland. Graduate Diplomas in Teaching and Learning Secondary, Nicole Gemma Bachelor. Anita Christina Becker. Kirsty Margaret Bell. Richard Kevin Burt. Amy Jennifer Clark. Aileen Ariana Matakino Coleman. Sophie Claire Davis. Robert Alastair James Doak. Mark James Dunn. Sarah Angela Dunn. Megan Michelle Timewell Evans. Daniel James Greed. Stacey Leanne Helm. Kirsty Ann Holland. Michelle Lee Joy. Sun Ah Kim. Elizabeth Ann Lambourne. Karen Gisa Lang. Maria Aileen Lemmerly. Mark Raymond McKenzie. Celia Felicity Mann. Margot Louise McLean. Miru Maka McLean. Danielle Lee Miller. Kudakwashia Chamunagwa Padraz. Rachel Ann Patton. Miriama Mathariki Pede. Selwyn Martin Pettigrew. Sarah Elaine Prescott. Kieran David Ray. Jessica Ann Rayner. Ulrika Barbara Schwetheim. Timothy Jason Smith. Rebecca Mary Tiempo. Enere Te Kutuku Te Aika Puanaki. Georgia Rose Travis. Stephanie Michelle Mary Van Dalen. Tammy Elizabeth Van Nurkirk. Louisa Mary Vickers. Emma Louise Wallace. Vaughan Eric Watson. April Dawn Williams. Lucy Susan Mannering Willis. Brene Celine Wiley. Hugo Marcus Zanka. Graduate diplomas in Teaching and Learning Primary. Rachel Elizabeth Barker. Fiona Erin Campbell. Jennifer Rachel Clark. Emma Jane Davidson. Mallory Barbara Dobbin. Miriam Matilda Flores Romero. Rihanna Kate Graveston. Kirsten Maria Hogan. Bridget Anna Judd. Nicola Jane Mansfield. Navo McCormick. Siwapong Pangpo. Anna Catriona Partridge Reed. Sarah Ashley Richardson. Kimberly Ann Ristrom. Joanne Marie Roberts. Judith Ann Short. Gina Lavinia Thompson. Graduate Diploma in Early Childhood Teaching, Tanya Jane Stevens. Graduate Diplomas in the Education of Students with Special Teaching Needs, Heather Jane Lear. Simone Powell. Diploma in Teaching and Learning Early Childhood, Joanne Lynette Clues. Diploma in Children's Literature, Cindy Ann Reed. Diplomas in Adult Teaching and Learning, Christine Helen Graham. Rachel Helen Lacey.
I call upon Professor Ian Town to read the citation for the recipient of the Honorary Doctorate of Education.
Thank you, Chancellor. Sir Graham Henry is one of the College of Education's most distinguished graduates. As a former head coach of the All Blacks from 2004 to 2011, he is well known internationally and nationally and has been described as one of the most successful coaches ever to have coached an All Black side. Sir Graham will be awarded an Honorary Doctor of Education degree, the first to be presented by this university, in recognition of his contribution to education and his roles as coach, mentor and team leader. Sir Graham attended Christchurch Boys High School and gained a diploma in physical education from the University of Otago in 1969, before returning to Christchurch to enter secondary teaching at what was then the Christchurch College of Education, now formally part of the university as our College of Education. He was awarded a Teachers College Diploma in Secondary Teaching in Physical Education and Science in 1970. He went on to teach at Christchurch Boys High School, Auckland Grammar School and Kilston Boys High School. He coached Auckland Grammar School's first 15. He completed a Bachelor of Education at Massey University in 1979 and later in 1987 was appointed Headmaster of Kilston Boys High after holding the position of Deputy Head. He was Headmaster until 1996 when he took up rugby coaching on a full-time basis. Sir Graham coached the Auckland Provincial Rugby team from 1992 to 1997, followed by the Auckland Blues from 1996 to 1998. He was appointed the coach of the Welsh rugby team in 1998 and coached the British and Irish Lions on their 2001 tour of Australia. He was named the All Blacks coach in 2004, a position he held until announcing his retirement after the All Blacks won the 2011 World Cup. Who amongst us will ever forget those heart-stopping final moments of that particular match at Eden Park? Fittingly, he was made a Knight Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit in the 2012 New Year's Honours List for services to rugby. Chancellor, I have the honour to present Sir Graham Henry for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa.
Chancellor, Dr. John Wood, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's a pleasure to be here. I feel very privileged to be awarded this honorary Doctor of Education from the University of Canterbury. I've been involved in education for 40 years, 25 years in a formal sense, 10 years as a secondary school principal, and the last 15 years educating young men to be better athletes, hopefully, and better young people. When I was teaching and headmastering, I had a role of 1,250 boys and over 100 staff. And that was the most important job I have ever done. It was stimulating and rewarding, but it had enormous responsibility because you had the opportunity to change people's lives, whether you were trying to do that or not, because you were a role model and people followed what you did. Also, you gave young people opportunity both inside and outside the classroom. So it gave you an opportunity to build self-esteem and self-worth. So it was a hugely important job. I was lucky enough to teach in a school run by a gentleman called Sir John Graham when I was 27. He taught me, as a role model, how to help young people, give them opportunity to be successful, build their self-esteem, build their self-worth, trust them, and they trusted him. So he's a very important mentor for me, and I guess we've all got mentors. I was asked to speak today about how I could pass some information on to the graduates out there and where they go from here. I'm very, very impressed, quite frankly, with the mature people and the younger graduates as they came across the stage. You've got the piece of paper now, I guess. Now I think it's important that you try and go through the correct door. I had a situation when I was a young graduate of going through a door that gave me an opportunity to express the little skill I had. And that was that gentleman I mentioned before, John Graham. So he trusted young graduates to do the job, to express themselves and try and achieve their objectives in life and their passion in life. From that school, Auckland Grammar School it was, there was 50 young teachers who went on to lead secondary schools throughout the country, became secondary school principals. I think the second thing is that, so as I'm saying, I think it's important that you go through the correct door. That was the correct door for me. I'd experienced different things. The first job I had, I was a very keen sports coach, as you could probably imagine. And I'd played cricket for Canterbury, and I was the only cricketer in the school on the staff who had played first-class cricket. I was offered the 14-7 cricket team, which was the lowest cricket team in the school. When I went to Auckland Grammar School, after 18 months, I coached the first 15. Just a difference in attitude. Some organisations give people opportunity. Some organisations, you have to wait for those opportunities for people above you to pass on. So I think, as I say, it's very important to make the right decisions when you're looking for a job. I think you need to follow your dream, follow your passion. Push yourself outside your comfort zone because that enriches your life and you'll learn a lot more about yourself. You become stronger, more resilient and a more satisfied person, even though some of those challenges are demanding. I was lucky enough to have those challenges when I left New Zealand and coached rugby in Wales and coached the Lions. And you may remember the 2007 Rugby World Cup, the All Blacks losing the quarter-final against the French. But I was following a dream, following a passion. And I think it's important that you continue to do that. I know some of you achieved your dream today, achieved your passion, but that's just the start. And keep on trying to go out there and achieve your dream and achieve your passion. Keep learning on the way. I think that's hugely important, that you keep on evolving and getting better. Never be satisfied with the finished product. I remember when I first coached rugby, it was about me and them. I was a very authoritarian coach. That's pretty hard to imagine, I would imagine. Now it's about us. It's about collaboration and consensus coaching. And you may have heard about people by the name of Richie McCaw. and Daniel Carter and Kevin Mialamu and Mills Muliaina, collaborating and working with those people to produce something special was something that I'm very proud of. But you change. It was me and us, or me and them before. Now it's us. So you need to change on the way and change with the people that you're responsible for. I think you also need to keep developing your self-awareness. Understand yourself, what makes you tick. For me, it was about the right preparation, working hard so I was totally prepared. So I was organised to pass on that information to the people who I was coaching or educating. To me, it was about feeling good about myself. And that took me a long time to learn. And the only way I could do that was to exercise a lot, as you could probably see as I walked across the stage. So it just made me feel good mentally. And I think if your mind's right, you can do the job. It was also about controlling your own environment. So when the All Blacks, for example, didn't play well and got beaten, I wouldn't read a newspaper, wouldn't listen to the radio, or didn't watch TV. When the All Blacks played well and had a great game, you couldn't get a newspaper in my vicinity. So it's just about controlling your own environment. So I hope there's some message there. There may be something that you've picked up, but I think you need to go through the right door. Never give up on your dreams. Never stop learning, and understand yourself. So congratulations on what you've achieved. I know what it's like. Now, I spent 11 years getting 2 qualifications, which opened the door for me. But it was hard work for me, and I'm sure for many of you it's the same. So good luck. I hope you have an outstanding future in whatever you are going to do, and a very enjoyable life. Thank you.
So Graham, on behalf of all of us, thank you for your words of wisdom and for the insights that you have been able to share with us today. It has indeed been an honour to have been able to recognise the contribution that you have made in education. As we begin the closure of our formal proceedings, it would be strange not to acknowledge the extraordinary circumstances which have challenged you, now our graduates, during the last few years at the university. Your persistence will stand with you for the rest of your lives. There can be no doubt that the last 2 years have thrown challenges in the way of what for many may have been a difficult task to start with. I stand in awe of you for that persistence. It has not been easy, but today you can celebrate the fact that you are graduates of the University of Canterbury, and that is something to be enormously proud of. It is also appropriate for me to publicly acknowledge and thank the staff of the university, the College of Education in particular, for the work that they have done, particularly in the last 2 years, when disruptions of uncertainty, ambiguity and dislocation at work and in family lives have put challenges in front of them too. On your behalf, I especially thank them. We will now stand to sing Gaudeamus, the words of which will appear on the screens behind. And I would ask you to remain standing as the stage party leads the graduates from the hall. If you would all stand, please.
Gaudeamus igitur, Juvenestum sumus. Gaudeamus igitur, Juvenestum sumus. Post jucundam juventutem, post molestam senectutem, nos abebitumus. abebidomus. Vivat Academia, vivant professores, vivat Academia, vivant professores, vivant membrum quod libet, vivant membra queli